Hello and welcome to the Grad Report. My name is Danny. I no longer live in the tent. I currently share a room with 3 other people in a bunk bed dorm-like situation. And I share a bathroom with 8 other people where you can't flush toilet paper down the toilet. You have to put it in a trash can next to the toilet, but that is also in the shower. The only way I can really describe it is it's like living in one big, long, continuous fart. But we'll get there. Right now, we're still in Bangkok. Today's show is sponsored by Aliki Caputos, Thomas Kennedy, Lawson Fulton, Jaden McMillan, Jerry Malovich, Tai Wang, Nicola Toussaint, and Michael Lacko. Without their support, none of this would have been possible. And now, I must go back to editing. The time had come to leave the condo. I was able to secure my rolly-on bag and backpack to the front of the bicycle. This configuration made the bike a little harder to steer. I don't want to say that I nearly died on the road, because that would cause my family some undue stress. Let's just say that for 17 kilometers, I tested the patience of every Thai driver. They all seemed to understand inherently that I was crazy. That I was crazy. That I was crazy. Or maybe it was the prayers of Ronald McDonald. It's hard to say which prevailed. Now for a little bit of bad news. I lost all of the journey footage, and the footage for the next couple of days, because my hard drive failed. My hard drive, as the Italians would say, she died. Fucking disaster, mate. After about 6 hours of panic and a cold shower, I went to a technology mall, which is a mall where they only sell technology. There was a guy there that purported to be a Mac specialist. I was like, my computer's broken, and then his wife or grandma or something, I don't know, started taking it apart right there in front of me. They were able to fix it then and there by giving me an entirely brand new hard drive, and they loaded it for $500 with all of the editing software and Photoshop, which is why my thumbnails are looking pretty spanktankulous. Spanktankulous is a real word. I didn't just make it up. Yes, my credit card has saved yet another life. The computer, she breathes again. Ugh, but all the footage was lost, so all I have to tell the story are the pictures that were still on my phone. The room that I moved into at the youth hostel was tiny. Damn you, flies. Fucking biting and shit. Maybe it's because I'm under this fig tree in a jungle. Actually, I'm on a beach, eh? A beach. Anyway, every morning I would wake up and practice kung fu. Just kidding, that's crazy. But it is important to move around, kids. So you know, on a more hygienic note, I've been washing my clothes in the shower and hanging them up around the room to dry. Down the hallway, on the way to the shower, just behind a corner, there is this giant humanoid robot mannequin guy with glowing eyes. This thing will scare the absolute fuck out of you when you venture to the toilet in the middle of the night.
I nearly died of a heart attack.
But enough about that, let's get on to Bangkok. Bangkok is a bustling city. I bought a $3 hat and ride my bike in traffic like a demon possessed. For food, there is the ever-present street kitchen. There's a lots of food to be chosen from. Here's my good friend Martha Stewart, free-handing food into a plate for me. Yeah. Some of this. And a little of this. Kev, one more egg. And a little bit of this. Thank you. When you get a bottle of water, they give you a straw to drink it from because, you know, there's germs on the bottle. Yeah, the bottle germs, that's the stuff we should avoid. Did I eat all of it? I destroyed it. Except for that. What the fuck is that? Then I had to go to the hospital to get my stitches out because, you know, they were still in my head. But this time I knew the drill, so I got 2 boxes of carrot juice. If you don't ask, you're not gonna get it. Then some serious talk with the doctor, back on the table, boom. No more open head wound. That night, I celebrated at a kitschy mall, in a bar full of lanterns, with a glowing drink brought to me in a birdcage. After healing my head, I finally felt well enough to do some touristy shit, so it was off to the Grand Palace. Naturally, I rode my bicycle there. While on my way there, I discovered a bridge. I discovered the sandwich people, the people living above the water but below the bridge.
I don't think those houses are up to code.
They were living on the exact same body of water in which I had seen dinosaurs crawling around and eating fish and shit. Swimming is just don't. But we continue on through the chaos that is the Bangkok traffic. Past the man operating a 4-person train, whose safety procedure while crossing an intersection is to have the guy in front jump off, blow a whistle, and wave a flag. Safety first, you know? Safety first. just behind speed and daring. Past whatever this thing was, commemorating whatever happened then. Past the fancy red house. Past the fancy yellow house. And into a crowd of children. To visit the Grand Palace of Bangkok's. Join us this coming Friday to explore, you know, like what happens next, I guess. I mean, I lived it, so I kind of know. We get to the palace, and then we take an all-night train to Chumphon, which is actually pretty close to how they pronounce the name of that city. I wake up in beast mode every morning. It's a dead mosquito. You gotta be quick. You gotta be quick. I love you, my little lemon drops, and I love the super lemon drops even more. If you don't know what that is, then you haven't ever clicked here. But if you could just do me a favor and tell your friends about our little mini vacations that you take in the middle of the day with me every Tuesday and Friday.
Well, then you'd have something to talk to them about, and your relationships would get stronger.
I'll see you on Tuesday. Malu. Bye-bye.